Hi guys, week 7 update. I have missed 1 week because I've been on holiday. Let me just turn this around. Yeah, I come back from holiday and the temperature is just about hovering around 15 degrees, just under 60 Fahrenheit, which is not very good for drying meat. So let's go to the garage and have a look. Right, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. We do have some spots of white mold appearing on certain places. There's a little bit there as well, and a little bit there as well on that one, on that piece, and one behind there as well, a few little spots. Now, white mold is not a problem. White mold is not bad. Green mold or like orange mold, brown mold, all these other molds are bad. Green one is bad, but white mold is actually all right, because what it does, it protects the meat and gives a bit of flavor, because it's part of fermentation process on the meat. Now, I don't mind white mold. I actually quite like that additional flavor to it, but my girls don't like it. They get scared of it. They said, oh, it's going off, it's going off. So I'll have to remove it. Now, the easiest way to remove it is just to clean it up with a bit of clean cloth and just like a white vinegar, just a normal vinegar you put in the salads and stuff. That's absolutely fine, and that will remove the mold. Or you can just leave it. If it's white mold, it's fine. You can spread around and coat the meat nicely, and then just clean it off before consummation. So that's basically regards to mold. So I'm going to do that, and issue with the temperature 15 degrees Celsius. That is not good for drying. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to transfer this meat into my drying fridge. So I'm just gonna work on all these pieces one by one. I'll clean them up with a bit of white vinegar, and then I'll put them all in the drying fridge, and they can carry on drying inside of the fridge. Apart from that, it's really shame that it's actually the temperature turned up, because it was really drying nicely. I was actually expecting to try one of these pieces, either this one or that one. I was eyeing them up, but no, it still needs at least a couple more weeks on a cold. So drying fridge will be perfect for that, because temperature in there is about 3 to 4 degrees Celsius. And here's distilled vinegar I used in just a cloth and a bowl. So all now cleaned up and transferred into drying fridge. Now, to be honest with you, you don't have to rinse vinegar. You can leave it on, that's no problem. And the reason why I was started getting with that white mold on is because of high humidity and temperature. It was too hot for it, too warm. Should really be below 10 degrees Celsius, as I said in previous videos. And the temperature is not that crucial, but in Europe it is, because with higher temperature, especially in England here, with higher temperature in the winter time, humidity goes up as well. So at 15 degrees Celsius, we have in February almost every day we have rain. There's lots of fog, there's just loads of humidity in the air, and that's perfect condition for that white mold. That it's basically mold that grows penicillin. They are perfect conditions for it to grow. So if you don't want that, you have to keep temperature down, and that's why I got this drying fridge set up. It's a tall fridge. It's about 5'6" tall, I think, roughly. 2 foot wide. I just took all the shelves out, fixed some profiles and buttons on the side. These side ones are cedar, so didn't just use any old wood. So side ones are cedar, and the rails are cut out of oak, so they're like inch by inch oak little buttons. And the fan is got fridge has got a fan, like a condensation control fan thing on the back, ventilator, so you can always make sure that one is on, and that will actually help circulating air around the meat within the fridge. So I'm going to leave it now in the fridge, close it all up and leave it for another week, and we're going to have a look how nicely that's going to start drying now, because it did start drying really nicely and was getting firm and everything, especially on the skin side before I went on holiday, and because of this increased humidity, skin has softened up. So basically all what's been dried out in previous couple of weeks, it actually reabsorbed back into meat, or sort of reabsorbed back in last couple of weeks whilst I was away. But hopefully in this fridge we're gonna catch up with drying.